Real quickly before the video begins, I'm sorry about the original audio issue. It will fix when the gameplay is up. I'm also sorry about the length of the video. None of the others will be this long. It's just because I'm introducing my draft as well as the team this week. Alright, thank you for watching. Enjoy! Hey guys, my name is Adam and welcome to week 1 of the VGC Draft League. I am the coach of the LA Dracovish, or the LA Dracovishes, and normally this sentence would be followed by, and this week we're going up against, but this is week 1, so we're going to have a little bit of formalities beforehand. Hopefully everything's gone well and you can see my screen in the rest of this video, and I'm just going to run quickly over the team which I ended up getting. I knew from a very early on that getting in the middle of the draft, I thought I wasn't going to be able to get the main restrictors I wanted. The main one I wanted was Calyrex Shadow, and I very easily could have taken it, finding that out, but I made the decision that I was always going to start off with Whimsicott, and that Whimsicott, Dracovish, Serena, and Blacephalon, these 4 I said were always the 4 I get, and if I don't get those 4, we're in trouble. I got those 4. These 4 are absolutely great. I can do so much with them. I'm not really going to break down everything that these guys can do, but Whimsicott, people have seen, can be support. It can also be sneaky offensive. You chuck a Life Orb onto it. Dracovish it doesn't just have to do its Choice Band, Choice Scarf stuff. It gets Substitute, it gets Protect. It can do a lot. Serena not only gives me Queenly Majesty, it also has a lot of moves which are very important and can do a lot. And there's some items that work really well with it. Blacephalon just existed as a fire type, because this is Fire, Water, Grass core that I've just completed here. That's what I wanted to do. And it also has a disgustingly high special attack stat and 151. And 107 speed's not that bad either, especially when we've got Tailwind. The idea behind getting Gigalith was the idea of getting Sandstream. It was an idea that if I wanted to do something with Dracovish and I didn't feel comfortable getting Tailwind up, I can do Sandrush Dracovish. That was the idea of it. In hindsight, I'm not sure how great of an idea it is. Although Gigalith itself doesn't have a horrible attack stat, and it's got some pretty good moves to it, and it has other abilities than Sandstream. It can function on its own. Tangrowth is just existing as a follow me user. I'm fine telling people that it's there for Rage Powder. It'll do some other stuff, and as is the other things. Base 100 attack isn't horrible. I'm gonna be having some fun with that and Chlorophyll and doing things. It's mostly just there to be a follow me user though, as people know that I complained this generation only 6 things get follow me, and one of them's Togepi, which no one's ever using. Lucario was taken as a beat up mon, which can do a lot. Rhydon was taken as ground coverage. It also does a lot. Hitmonlee was a very in the moment pick. Hitmonlee is one of the 2 that I really regret with this team. When it comes to free agent, I know we've not even begun yet, but when it comes to free agency, Hitmonlee's leaving me. The idea of it is that with a base 87 speed stat and 120 attack and Unburden, I can put it in terrain, or I can put it with a weakness policy even, and outspeed everything. But I already have Tailwind, and therefore it's not necessary. There is, however, times, even before the 6-week thing, where I will probably be bringing him because he does do a lot. Just because Unburden's not made useful anymore doesn't mean he's not made useful. Hatterene showed up as part of me building out what I saw I had as a sort of Trick Room mode. I had Dracovish, which can go in with Iron Ball. I had Gigalith, I had Tangrowth, I had Rhydon, and I was like, if I get my final 2 to both be slow as well, I go 6-5. Hatterene shows up, and people often forget how disgustingly slow Hatterene is. Base 29 is horrifically slow. I underspeed a lot of people's entire drafts, and that will be just a go-to I have, is to just underspeed them. Dragolgi exists as something which I saw in the D tier, which could also go slow. You can put a weakness policy on it, and you can run bulldoze on several things which I have, but I don't think it's ever useful. Simply because Whimsicott doesn't get bulldoze, and neither does Hatterene, and those are the two things which have Trick Room. And the idea of having to get my setter out, my activator in, and keep Dragolgi alive the entire time doesn't seem as easy as just like, say, if I had Dusclops. Not really. Yeah, Dragolgi and Hitmonlee are the two which I'm not overly pleased with. Halfway through this draft, I think it was around the time where I got Lucario, and I was like, okay, cool, I've got Follow Me, I've got Weather, I've got Beat Up, I've got the 3 which I wanted, I've got Tailwind. I went, cool, I'm gonna stop playing around. I want a really good restricted. Gimme Yveltal. I said always that this team here is very physically oriented, because this team is very close to one of my plans, and that team was even more physically oriented. And I said that I really want a special, like a special restricted. Xerneas was on the list, especially because Xerneas gets a lot of coverage, which people don't really expect. It can also go physical and be a threat. Dark Aura, base 131 in both Sucker Punch and Dark Pulse is stupid. I get to heal myself with Oblivion Wing, which was 75% of the damage I deal, which is fantastic. It can be bulky, it can be support, it can be offensive. I can go Life Orb, I can go Weakness Policy. This thing is... Oh, I lucked out on my Legendary. It is fantastic. So, I think that's all I'm really gonna do in terms of talking about my draft. This week, I am against AnIllusion, who I'm fairly certain is just up here. AnIllusion's draft is really interesting. He took Zamazenta, and everyone sort of complained when he did and said, "Oh, you've ruined a lot of people's plans." But excuse me for saying Zamazenta's bad. If the thing got body press, if it got body press, it'd be the best restricted in the entire game, 100%. You'd have like a +1, base 145, stab, unintimidatable body press. Yuck. Absolutely yuck. But, and I see that, yeah, it's got base 145 special defense, but special sweepers do kind of just mow through this thing. He also then got Dusclops, and I'll just say it now, didn't get a Trick Room sweeper. I don't know why. The best thing he's got would be, as some people said, a Life Orb Hippowdon. But I don't get what Dusclops is doing here, ever. Amoonguss is definitely... I'm realizing at the bottom of the list, but I'm just going in order of what I saw with this team. Amoonguss is at the bottom of this list and is definitely a threat, but as you'll see, is base 30 speed, which is not slower than Hatterene. So, I underspeed everything here. Base 85 special attack and attack. This thing can, if it really wanted to, go offensive. It can run Sludge Bomb and like annoy Hatterene, but it would just be annoying it. It wouldn't be doing damage. Slurpuff and Sceptile, you've got 2 Unburden users with no terrain. I'm aware that Sceptile normally you'd grab... I don't know why the item stuff is down the bottom here. It just is with like the layout I use. I love it. It looks sick though. Normally with Sceptile you'd run a Weakness Policy Unburden and then activate it that way. And with Slurpuff you'd normally run Citrus Berry Unburden with Belly Drum. I remember AnIllusion talking about that, except spoiler alert, Belly Drum's gone. He even said, you run Belly Drum Citrus Berry Unburden in a single turn, you get +6 attack, +2 speed, and yeah, that was brutal. But now it doesn't get that. It does still get after you, which is something that I have to consider going into this, that he can outspeed me with a, what, that'd be base 146. Yuck, that's so quick. And then give anything else that speed. But I have Tailwind, so I don't really care. Garchomp and Salamence are both 4 times weak to Ice, and both share Dragon typing. There's Sandvale and there's Salamence there. Salamence is definitely a threat. It can go Intimidate or it can be Moxie. It is what it is. In terms of special sweepers, he only really has Jolteon, and here that is. Swampert exists. Swampert's Mega was really, really good, but Swampert's speed is base 60. It's this horrible slot where it needs Iron Ball for it to be a Trick Room Mon, and it's not quick enough to even go into Tailwind, and he doesn't really have it outside of Salamence. Like I said, I don't know really what this draft is doing. Apparently we've already talked about. Quillfish is interesting simply because it does also get Intimidate. I lost last season in like week 6, week 7 to double Intimidate cycling. Luxray and Incineroar just came in and out, in and out, in and out. My entire team last season was physical. It's not the case this time. So I'm well aware that double Intimidate can and will cause me trouble. I'm just going to work around it. And lastly, Haunter comes in. I feel like Gengar and therefore Haunter as well get this weird rap where everyone thinks they're Trick Room Mons because they so commonly, and especially from like in 19 and sort of in 2016, Mega Gengar was on every Trick Room team. That was because it was a Perish Trap team. He's base 95 speed, 115 special attack. This thing is not a Trick Room Mon. Yes, it gets Trick Room, but if you put me in Trick Room with Haunter, I'm actually going to underspeed you, but just naturally. We will cut to what is me completely ripping off Aaron Cybertron's little display that he did of me talking about what I expect to see and all that sort of stuff. Alright, so here we are. With the amount of people we have with the 12, I feel like 4-5-3 is pretty good, and it's probably what I'm going to aim to be at most weeks. Obviously, if my opponent has a lot of stuff which isn't coming, I'm not going to put it impossible. I'm going to say like, oh, he's got a lot of unlikely, and that's like something I'm okay with. But I feel like 4-5-3 for this week was pretty nice. It covered a lot of my bases. I want to clarify to begin with, going fast was not my original plan, and so therefore, Rhydon, Dragalge, and Gigalith, who are all down the bottom there, were all at some point either in the possible or the must brings, and then at some point in team planning, we decided we're going quick. Just because they were in my team at one point, when the entire plan changes, I'm not going to put everything in possible. I just want to clarify that I've already talked about the fact that Hatterene underspeeds everything, and therefore it would seem like Trick Room's the best idea, but I have some plans. Whimsicott's always coming, I'm telling you now. If you're going against me, Whimsicott's gonna be there. Yveltal and Dracovish are gonna be there most weeks. I can see a time where, like, either Yveltal doesn't come to Team Preview at all, or it just doesn't come to the game, it just comes to, like, be scary. I don't know, there's times where I see it not being super useful. The fish as well are probably going to come absolutely every week, unless it's a horrible matchup. I think there's one or two, but these three are probably going to be there every single time. It's absolutely stupid. This week, as I said, my opponent has double Intimidate. My plan immediately went, if I'm going quick, I need both my special sweepers here. I need them. Blacephalon and Yveltal, as you can see, was straight up there, and I went, cool. And then I need the hardest hitter I've got. It's week 1, and I'm called the LA Dracovish. Dracovish has to come. My must bring was very obvious. We move into possible. Serena can go sort of quick. Lucario can go sort of quick, and beat-up's actually really nice this week. Hitmonlee can come. It doesn't need Unburden, as I've said, and it can hit like a truck. For the amount I talked about Hatterene and how good it was, it felt so rude to put it in no thanks. It had to, like, be at least possible. And Tangrowth, Follow Me is always nice, it's just that it was an idea that we had, but now I think it's at the bottom of the list. All the others are not so much in order. Tangrowth's at the bottom because it was kind of just this tiny thought we had. Rhydon, Dragogi, and Gigalith, they're all slow, they're all my Trick Room sweepers. I'm not bringing Trick Room. They're not coming. I 100% expect to see, and the only two I 100% expect to see are Dog and the Pokeball. That's it. Zamazenta and Amoonguss are the only two things I expect to be 100% seeing here. Everything else is up for grabs. Salamence is almost definitely coming simply because it is Intimidate and it's really, it's pretty strong into my team. Like, I can understand why you would. If I had ordered them, Salamence would have been at the bottom. I expect to see Jolteon simply because it's his only answer to Yveltal. I don't see anything else on this team which deals with him. I genuinely don't see anything else on this team. You'd think that Zamazenta being, like, having the ability to hit me Dynamax for twice power, but I have Heat Wave, and I think he should know that. Moving into the likely side of things, Garchomp could come. It's strong, but what does Garchomp really do that Salamence doesn't, apart from be 2 points quicker? Quillfish could come and probably will come. I think that Quillfish is something I'm more so expecting for the double Intimidate. Dusclops could come and then he could run Trick Room. If Dusclops is coming, I'm expecting Hippowdon as well. If I see the top four and then Dusclops, Quillfish, I don't care about Trick Room. I don't. Like, cool, you're gonna put it there and then I'm just gonna stall you with Protect and, like, switching people out smart. And you're not gonna hurt me. You're just not. Swampert, I say that I expect Swampert to be there. I don't think Swampert does anything. But in the draft, I picked up that AnIllusion said out loud that Swampert stops Mind Blown. And therefore, I expect that to be on his mind, and I expect it to come. Powdon just comes as its base Trick Room. The six I genuinely expect to see are Zamazenta, Salamence, Jolteon, Amoonguss, Quillfish, and Swampert. They're the six I expect to see. I expect Amoonguss to just be there for Follow Me, but as you'll see, it won't really matter much. In the unlikely, Haunter doesn't do anything for him here. It kind of stops Blacephalon, but given that Yveltal destroys it, there's no way he ever brings it. And the two Unburden boys, they do nothing offensively. They don't activate themselves. I don't know what they're doing on the team. They're not coming at all. There's absolutely no way. This is what just so I can clarify here, when I say we, me and Kikachu every week team build, so it's going to be fun in week, I can't even remember what week it is that we end up playing, where I have to team build on my own, and it's going to suck, but, because I have to play against him, but every other week, it'll be, two minds thinking as one, doing a lot. But I think we'll move on now to the actual team building part of things, and it's going to be another cut, because I'll need to get some tabs open. See you there. Alright, so this is the team. We ended up with Yveltal, Whimsicott, Dracovish, and Blacephalon, as you can see, and the two I picked were Serena and Hatterene. I'm just going to run through them all. Whimsicott has to come absolutely every week, as I've said. And Yveltal and Blacephalon are coming in this matchup 100% because they're special and I need them to. Dracovish is coming because he's disgustingly strong, and Serena is coming simply for Triple Axel. I do a thing where I check, like, what teams are genuinely weak to, and if you're physically weak or especially weak. Ice-type coverage on Serena, it deals with so much, it's a joke. After a tickle from Whimsicott, I cannot be Dynamaxed, and a 3-hit Triple Axel into Salamence or Garchomp will one-shot them. I can non-Dynamax kill their Dynamax. Hatterene is here simply for my 0 speed after you. It originally was the idea that I'd underspeed him in Trick Room, and if he puts me in Trick Room, I have a sweeper and he doesn't, was the kind of idea that I went down. I then said that Hatterene's never really coming unless I lose Game 1 or Game 2 to Trick Room. If I do, Hatterene comes in the back afterwards, I let him set up Trick Room, and then I either click after you, because I will underspeed absolutely everything, and then power up my Dracovish or my Yveltal or something like that, or I just max this thing and go big. To attempt to use the Trick Room turns that I've got to kill him, and like once Trick Room ends, sweep out with the team outside. As you can see with all the teams up the top here, they're all damage calculators. Speed calcs. I chose to outspeed what is, in my mind, the second quickest possible thing on his team in Choice Scarf Garchomp. He could technically go Choice Scarf Zamazenta and not put the shield on it. I said that the chances he does that are so astronomically low that I'm just not gonna prepare for it. If he does good on him, if you get Choice Scarf like Zamazenta without the shield in there, because it's quicker without the shield, you've done well. So over here you'll see that Garchomp Jolly 252 Choice Scarf is something which exists like as a preset in Showdown as the calculator. I here have blank sets. They're just like Yveltal, Whimsicott, Dracovish, Serena, and Blacephalon. They're all over there as what have I done here? Oh, I didn't put Dracovish's speed.
We are back. This is going to be super annoying to edit now. Apparently my phone ran out of storage mid-recording. Whoops. I fixed it now. I checked, and the last thing I said was I didn't put Dracovish's speed in because it was telling me it was slower. The thing you missed me saying, I think as I noticed very quickly, I'm very happy about that, is that I'll show you in-game, but it's really funny because all the speed stats are the same. I think they're all like 394, it's really funny, apart from some which go over that naturally. So, Yveltal needed 60 speed to, and it can be modest, it doesn't need to be timid, to get to 254 stat under Tailwind, outspeeding 253. Whimsicott doesn't need any. And I'll touch on Whimsicott a bit more later, but Whimsicott's about to run out. Like, Whimsicott's gonna destroy this game. Under Tailwind, I get that I'm 116 and he's 102 and I'm under Tailwind and he's got Choice Scarf, but like, the fact I need 0 speed and I already outspeed you under Tailwind is stupid. Dracovish, it's like Dracovish was made for this. It's literally the scene from Endgame. I'll put it over because I love these references.
It's like I was made for this.
It's like Dracovish was made for this. Dracovish at Adamant, it's not Jolly, at Adamant 252 speed is exactly 1 point higher than Choice Scarf Garchomp. I promise you, I promise you, that wasn't reverse engineered. We said, like in planning, you probably need to outspeed Choice Scarf Garchomp, and I found out that like 252 Adamant does it. It's great. I don't even need Choice Scarf, it's fantastic. Serena's really annoying, as is understandable. Dracovish is base 75, Serena's base 72, so Serena needs to be Jolly. It's the only thing on the team which needs to be like a speed increasing stat. It needs 188 to get up there. It's also a lot to invest. Like, it's a lot, especially if I'm going Jolly, like, ow. Blacephalon as well, under Tailwind, naturally outspeeds by a single point. It's like it was made for this as well. Blacephalon with 0 speed and Dracovish with max speed are the same speed. That's stupid. That's the speed that I went to.
It's the second fastest thing he's got. There's no way in hell he's bringing Zamazenta. Absolutely none. I also just got the battery warning, so I had to be quick recording this. Not so much quick. I think I got like 10-15 minutes. We'll start off with Whimsicott, which made the most sense. He doesn't have Fake Out. He also, as we'll get to later, doesn't even have Priority. He's got Shadow Sneak on Dusclops, and I think that's it. So I don't need Protect, which is great. I can run Tailwind. Fake Tears exists for Blacephalon and Yveltal, and Tickle exists for Dracovish and Serena. The plan is that literally whatever Whimsicott's next to, I can power up the thing it's next to. It's absolutely great. Obviously, you run Prankster, Focus Sash, it's just there for a reason in case I get caught off guard, so that I don't, Tailwind turn 1 and then lose my Fake Tears. I will survive, no matter what. Dracovish is here, and I'm doing very standard Dracovish stuff this week. I'll go back to Whimsicott's EVs. It's very, very simple. Like I said, I needed 0 speed investment. 252 modest, get me to 141 to make this thing as much of a tank as I can. 244 HP gets me to 166. To get to a higher stat, 167 requires me to have 252. So it's 8 EVs for 1 stat point. Not worth it in the slightest. So I put the normal 6 you can have and that 14 into special defense, just because special defense is lower. 105, 97, get them as close as possible. Dracovish. Very standard Dracovish this week. Like I said, 252, it's like he's made for this. I can run max attack. You put the 6 into HP just because you put it into HP. Choice Band, Strong Jaw, Vicious Rend. Holy god, this thing kills everything. This thing kills everything. Like, I'll do the count now in front of you. Which one's Dracovish? It's in this one here. Okay. 252, Strong Jaw, Choice Banded, Vicious Rend. Yeah, so that's it killing Garchomp. The thing which everyone's probably more like, oh, it's definitely the bulkiest thing in this team because it comes out at +1. Zamazenta. Why is that? Oh, because it's at level. Is it level 100? That is why. There we go. I'll do this. I feel like he's going Jolly Max, right? That's what you'd say, right? 252 attack, Strong Jaw, Choice Band, Dracovish. At +1 defense, Zamazenta Crowned is a guaranteed OHKO. He dies, no matter what. We said, what if he runs 0 speed and goes like the Tyranitar sets, 252, 252? Doesn't change anything. Changes absolutely nothing. 252 attack, Choice Band, Strong Jaw, Dracovish, Vicious Rend, +1, max HP, does 102. It's a guaranteed kill. There. Oh, the fish. In the recording, I'm actually gonna have the camera on. I'm not just gonna do what like other people did in the last season and just have the video. You're gonna hear me speaking over it. I'm gonna say thank you, Mr. Fish, so many times. It's gonna be the best. Moving into Blacephalon. This is just the order in which we planned these things. Blacephalon was I'll put this here just because people can't see it for some reason. Blacephalon was originally choice specs, but I hate running. I hate choice recoil moves. I hate them, and I also hate on VGC teams running 2 choice items because if I bring them both, half my team's locked into moves. I don't like it. I also was short on protects. We chose Expert Belt. It gives us a little bit more damage. It was either that or Life Orb, but as you'll see, Life Orb's taken elsewhere. Max HP, 6 defense, max special attack. Max special attack Blacephalon, Fake Tears Whimsicott. And and the thing is, I do that turn 2, so Whimsicott would likely have already taken damage. Blacephalon is getting 3 kills, 100%. And then it's +3. And under Tailwind. This is with using Mind Blowing, this is. that is absolutely disgusting. +3 Blacephalon on the Tailwind with an Expert Belt, I think will just win me the game. This thing's unstoppable. Next we move into Serena, which was actually a little bit of a fun one. We found out later, originally the Serena was there for Queenly Majesty, it just stops, stops priority moves. Why would you not? We then found out he doesn't have priority moves. He does, however, have Amoonguss, and I have Sweet Veil. Serena can, as long as Serena is on the field, nothing can fall asleep. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like other abilities where it will wake me up. If it did, it would have been brutal. What I chose to do was go for Wide Lens, because all my calcs with Triple Axle really, like, banked on me hitting all 3. And it's a 10% chance. If I'm running the odds, I don't know what the exact odds are. My logic would say it'd be I think I'd have a 19%. I did really well in math, by the way. I think it'd be a 19% chance to miss one of them. I don't want that. I just don't. I chose to go Triple Axle to make it 99. That makes my odds of missing one of them, like, less than 3. It's great. It also lets me use High Jump Kick with 99% accuracy. It also lets me use Power Whip with, like, 94. Let's see, how good is my math? I'm so smart, it's 93.5. Power Whip and High Jump Kick and Triple Axle, these moves are gross, you put Protect on it. Max attack 70 into HP, and then the rest goes into speed, which needs to. This thing is gonna do really well. Onto your Veltal, which we actually planned out next. We said this thing just needs to be Life Orb. It needs to hit like as much of a truck as humanly possible. Dark Aura boosts it 1.33 times, and then Life Orb boosts it 1.3. So my max darkness, I can check, is Dark Pulse base 130 or is it base 140? Let's find out together. Dark Pulse is base 130, so I'm well aware this isn't how it works, but Dark Pulse goes from a base 130 move to a base 225. That's a small number. It's a small number. Base 225 max darkness. It's a small number. It's insignificant. Coming off a 201 special attack stat, it means nothing. Oblivion Wing's there just because Oblivion Wing. Heatwave is there so that I have something to do against Zamazenta. 60, 52, 189, 198. This is very, very simple. Hatterene is 0, like I've said. Max special attack, max HP, and put the 6 into defense. Magic Bounce. Babiri Berry is just there so that it has something to do against Zamazenta. I don't see a world in which Hatterene will ever be against Zamazenta. Originally it was Pixie Plate, and originally the moves were Dazzling Gleam, Expanding Force, Trick Room, and Mystical Fire. And then we dropped Mystical Fire for Protect, and then I gave it Babiri Berry, and then we dropped Trick Room for After You to do a slightly different thing. The hilarious thing on this team is that 1, 2, 3 of these things are all immune to Spore. They can't go to sleep. And then Serena's ability makes that these 3 can't go to sleep. It's... Amoonguss is dying. Like, I hit Amoonguss for super effective here. Do I hit Amoonguss super effective with Fairy? I never know that. Is it super effective? No, it's not very effective. So Whimsicott doesn't. Dracovish does with Ice Fang. Serena does with Triple Axle. Blacephalon does with Mind Blown and Heat Wave. I didn't really explain Blacephalon's moves. I'll do that really quickly. Shadow Ball exists. It's just dual stab. Mind Blown and Heat Wave that moves and clicking the most. Shadow Ball is just there for coverage. But yeah, Mind Blown and Heat Wave both hit it super effective, and Expanding Force hits it super effective. Amoonguss is dying. That's what I'm saying. Can you tell that I was a bit worried? I was more worried about Amoonguss going into this matchup than I was the dog. I'm gonna be dead honest. My lead is Whimsicott plus something. Game 1, I'm probably just gonna I'm probably just gonna do Yveltal Whimsicott stuff. It just makes the most sense. There are mind games I could play with him, which I won't announce because I'll definitely do them on someone else. I'm definitely doing it on someone else. But I won't. Simply because, and this sounds horrible, I don't think he's that high caliber of a player that I will need to pull these mind games on him. Ominous talking, woo. I'm probably just gonna go Whimsicott Yveltal. That's just gonna be that. I'll put Dracovish and then either Serena or Blacephalon, depending on what comes in the back. If I see both of the 4 times weak to ice guys, Serena's coming in the back, and I have to deal with the fact that Yveltal has to get rid of the Intimidators. Otherwise, I will lose to Intimidate spam. It'll be a slow death, but it will be a death. Blacephalon will come if they don't come, and if I think it's necessary. Hatterene is never coming, it's really just there at team preview, and it will come if I lose to Trick Room. Like I've said, I don't think he has a Trick Room sweeper, but if something catches me off guard, I always like to have a plan B and a fix to it. My fix to losing to Trick Room is to bring Hatterene, and then sweep him under his own Trick Room, like I've said. That is pretty much the plan. Here we go. You'll see me there. Peace. Oh. This battle, by the way, has been delayed over an hour. He didn't have a team ready, and then things broke on his end, so he had to go. Things being Oakslab broke, and he had to go get his team. And then he didn't follow item clause, which is. Look, it's interesting. It's interesting. Oh. Waiting for other players. Communicating. What's he brought? No Quillfish. That's interesting. This is the exact team I thought was coming, except Quillfish is swapped with Garchomp, meaning technically the fish can still sweep without Fish's Rend. Because Ice Fang, bad things here. I'm gonna do what I was always gonna do. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna check now. Now. That's so annoying. You guys should be able to see, I'll say now, and it goes up, it's really close. It's like half a second lag. Does Serena have to come? What is Blacephalon doing for me here? Because Blacephalon's a fire and ghost type, and nothing he really hates Ghost. Ghost was more his Trick Room problem. I'm doing the first 4. Let's go. This will be interesting. Oh, I love the battle music so much. I didn't see how many stars he had, and yes, I judge people based on how many stars they have. Complete the game. Finish it. He's got nice dress though. Zamazenta Amoonguss. Would you be shocked if I said I saw this coming? What's up, buddy? I think Protect Tailwind is the right move, if I'm being honest. I'm Tailwinding no matter what I do, and then if Amoonguss spores me, I lose. I'm just gonna protect and kill. I love the music so much. Give up the protect. I was gonna say no max on his side. Nothing can max. With the Tailwind. If he doubles me, that's great. That is great. Snarl. You've got Snarl. Interesting. And you spore. My max special attack Whimsicott. No. Yeah. Very smart play, I'll give that to you. Hopefully you're watching more. That's a very smart play. Not smart enough. This kills. We know this kills. Think is... Unless he sashed this kills. And if he is, get on him. Moves leaves. The Swampert. This still kills him. Nothing lives this hit, ever. Nothing lives. I think he might have been baiting out Max Flare, which is interesting. It's definitely cool to me. Bacon Burger. He's not Bacon Burger though, because he's not shiny. Thanks. Fake tears. You know what is shiny? The Whimsicott. Just realized that. Oh, I have a shiny Whimsicott this season. Oh, Max Stream comes out. And bye. Yeah, no, nothing was living that ever. No, nothing lived that ever. And I get a speed boost. Behemoth back into who? Because if this is into Whimsicott, I am laughing at you. Yes! Oh, how did it take damage? I'm bad. Oh, Snarl, no, that's so rude. Good news, the fish can come in. Oh, the fish, oh, the fish, oh, the fish. And also, better news, Yveltal's at now speed tying the fish. Oh, here we go. Here we go, it's about to happen. Here's the fish. Hello. Here's the Archon, okay. Now, Max Flare is definitely the best choice, but then it doesn't power up my fish. Fish always Oka's Zamazenta, and that's what I'm gonna do. Does Darkness effective into... Darkness is also effective. Are they the same base power? They are. We'll go for Darkness, Dark Aura boosted, and Fish is ran into Zamazenta. Zamazenta is also not Scarf, interesting to note. Like I said, it was never coming. Oh, my battery, please. No, my battery. What? I'll take that. I will take that every day of the week. Also, what are you maxing in this situation? Oh, God. Tell me that was a crit. Tell me that was a crit. Tell me I crit. I didn't crit. Vicious Ren, goodbye Zamazenta. What? Why did that only do half? What did I do wrong in the calculations? Calculations are wrong. Don't be into... I'm okay with that. No, I'm very okay with that. He's gonna go for Rage. What's that? Leftovers. Okay. He's gonna go for Rage Powder because he thinks that it will stop my fish. It won't. We go for an Airstream and a Vicious Rend into Zamazenta. I'm really interested as to what I did wrong in my account. Because it did half. So clearly I didn't do something right in as to making it like... text. It's not gonna stop anything. Like... How many times a Tailwind left there? Ooh! Does this stop? Doesn't stop me! Let's go! Also, that's one speed boost onto... I've only got one speed boost on the fish. How many times Tailwind are left, because this could get bad quickly. I can also go for the Heat Wave now, which is fun. Attack. Yep. 4 times of Tailwind, 1 down. Yep. That's what he's done. Very smart playing. Well done. I got 1 speed boost on the fish, and it's adamant max speed, and now it's plus 1. If Garchomp's Scarf, I don't do it. I'm in trouble with Garchomp's Scarf. That's plus 1, right? Yeah, plus 1. I'm trying to check. I'm correct straight up, right? Like, yeah, stronger adamant attack. So weird. That's so annoying. Heat Wave, because I can burn, and Vicious Friend into Garchomp. Garchomp Max is here, and I feel like it's a threat, so we'll get rid of it. Here we go. I'm not recording these kills, I just realized, whoops. What's it kill? He's down 2, and both were to Yveltal? Yeah, both were to Yveltal, okay. Yeah, both were to Yveltal. 2 kills to Yveltal. Heat Wave. What is this? Oh, thank God. That was meant to die to that? Great. It was also -1, so it might have mattered. I shouldn't bank on that being a calculator that exists. I reversed dead. Half. I'll take that half. Rough skin. Come on, let me 4-0. Let me 4-0. Come on. That's rough. Eek. No! It's so mean! Oh. It's 3-1. I'm not gonna really care. It does kind of force me to show him that Serena came with the last one. Which sucks. Watch him forfeit and not even give me the kill. Watch it out. And this goes there. I'm not gonna click protect with Serena, and Dracovish is definitely quicker now. He can max guard and read that I have it. Yeah, I'm just considering conserving information here. I protect, show my protect, or I show my triple axe. I'm gonna show my protect just because I feel like he's got Sand Veil is what he's got, I just realised. A max guard could be coming in. A max guard, cool. Here's red next. Cool, 3-1 with the kills going to Yveltal, going to okay, my audio input is apparently very high. We'll do that. Sorry if that was really loud, the entire game. I've just seen the inputs decibels going way up. Yes, I achieved the league card. Thank you. Play the same rules. It's definitely interesting to know that my fish calc's wrong. Huh. Fish was still sweet, but not sweet as much as I needed him to. I do the same thing, 100% here. I'm just gonna need to play smarter because he's gonna know some stuff is coming. I'm not massively against Blacephalon here. Because I have a feeling he's gonna double Whimsicott turn 1. I have a feeling that's what's coming out. And then what do I do about a Moonless? Estream should do enough. Swampert was there, which is the thing I'm like, I need to bring Serena for it. Yeah, like, look, if I don't bring Serena, what's my answer for Swampert? Then he has Intimidate. Did he bring Intimidate? It was Men's didn't come. We'll go with this. There's no point in not. It just sucks because I really want this 2-0. Oh, that'd be so nice. Damn, really? I'm at minus decibels on the input, and it's still saying it's peaking sometimes. This is harder than I thought it was going to be. Garchomp Jolteon. What is this? What is this? What? Is this Earthquake Weakness policy? Because if it is, that's elite. Darkness. Who's more of a that's Jolteon, because Jolteon's gonna be bad. Oh, I also get Moonblast as an item here. We'll do this. I don't get what Garchomp Jolteon does. He's not maxing, or something that he's maxing is slower than Yveltal by base. We'll find out. Count. Big. I'm also sorry if there's an echo from here to there. I don't have headphones. I do, but the wire from the wall is wall mounted, and the wire from the wall to here is tight and it's yuck. I'm looking at the record stuff and it looks identical. I made the wrong call. Rockfall actually might hurt a lot. Rockfall's gonna hurt a lot. Rumoff will hurt it as well. Out comes Tailwind. This just sucks because this is gonna hurt a lot. Darkness. Jolteon's dead. Ooh, that's sashed. Okay. Very interesting. Wow, wow. Where he doesn't know I'm sashed. That's something he didn't learn last time. This one doesn't matter. Ah, the fish. So he's gonna have to sweep here. I'm gonna go for a Darkness into Garchomp, and then hope that there's tons. Actually, there's no possible. Do I think it's enough? I'm gonna go for Darkness, and Darkness will do anything to me. So they're not going for an airstream, aren't they? No, it's not very effective. On the Switch, it could be nice. Darkness is also better on the Switch. Darkness and Moonblast into Garchomp. We'll do this. It's not the right play. I just can't figure out what the right one was. That's a very bulky Garchomp. Huh. Quake. Get with defense boost. Makes sense. Got dies. Whimsicott's a leak. Whimsicott's the best. It's the best. Okay. I'm also stalling Sun turns here. How many turns of Tailwind are left? Because depending on, AnIllusion's got alive to reset it. I just realized that. Hi. What are you doing? What did you do? 2 turns of Tailwind. Switch. I'll do this. I'm staying asleep. I don't really care. And in comes Serena. It's been going for 20 minutes. My God. I don't think he knows how Raid Powder works with grass types, but hey, here we are. That's gonna hurt a lot. Let's go! Cool. Crit. No crit matter, by the way. I'm always going for Ability Wings and always going for the move, Triple Axel. Serena's gonna pick up some kills here. What got the first kill again? Yveltal got the kill. Okay. Yveltal's on 5. Dracovish is on... No. Yveltal's on 4. Dracovish is on 1. Got it. Damn, people got 5 kills on something. Yuck. Yveltal's on 4. Dracovish is on 1. I'm gonna loot leaves. Fine. Show me some of that stuff. Fine. This is rough skin. Just go on 2. No, it's gonna give me 3! That's so rude. Cool. Garchomp's dead. That's a very bulky Garchomp. half my health as well. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. 4-1-1. Everyone's gone. I need to protect it. Can it double protect? Technically quotes. It makes... Nah, cause I kinda want Serena dead, don't I? What does Serena have to kill? Oh, I have the fish though, with a stomping tantrum. I have all 4 here, I just forgot that I had the fish for some reason. Again, this isn't the right play, it's just the play I'm making. I'm doubling protect. Okay. Go fast asleep. I take all 3 sleep turns. Snarl comes out. It sucks. In case I woke up. That's so genius. I'm triple axing this here and heat waving as well. Is there any downside to that? I don't see any downside to this play. Yeah, I don't see any downside. I'm doing this. Okay, again, Yveltal's on 4, Fish is on 1. No, I've taken 6 kills. Oh, Serena's on 1. What are you doing? Burn, 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 burn! No! Black will protect. In the bash. Into. What's dying? Is it dying? No, it's not! Cool. 4-1-1. I'm doing the same thing. That's why I'm just spamming. I don't even change my play. Snarl was probably the right move there. Is that going to do much? How bulky is this? Come on, please. Please, Yveltal, please. You're... No! Burn it, please. Yes! Oh, the rich get richer. Goes to Snow. Doesn't take the on Serena. Yes! This is pretty nice. Kinda want that. This is getting annoying, which sucks. Okay, it's just annoying. A Moonblast should do that. It's actually not very effective. Eek. Just playing with ideas in my head is all I'm gonna do. There's a way I lose this. Don't get me wrong, there's a way I lose this. It's not fun. Go for Oblivion Wing. Again, there's no point. You're just sleeping. And I'm gonna turn one again. I get my speed back up. 2 speed. People just want to sleep. Somebody goes for Snow. Who's got avoids it? That's so nice. What did you go for? Give me running. Cool. Not gonna heal much. Who wants to play a game of how much does Whimsicott deal? Leftovers are moved, which is so annoying. I'm gonna go to Heat Wave again. So I'm gonna get a one-time wake. I'm gonna go from Moonblast into Amoonguss, honestly. It doesn't change anything. Again, I don't think he knows what's going on with Whimsicott. And blast, pop, pop. half a minute left. That means he wants to sleep still. Someone next this time. I do need Yveltal to wake up, otherwise this is going to get bad. Actually, no, can it get bad anymore? Oh, if I just said Earthquake. Oh, I didn't have Earthquake because I didn't want to Earthquake, Blacephalon, which never came. Would Blacephalon be better for me than this? Yes, I can Mind Blow and take 2 kills. 4-1-1. Heat Wave, and I'm gonna go for Rend onto Zamazenta. Because if Amoonguss Rage Powers, nothing bad happens, if Amoonguss protects, something bad does happen. Also, the speed tie is fun. Put everything to sleep. Bro, I had Sweet Veil and I let it. I'm so dumb! You know how dumb I am? I called that happening. I could have switched Sweet Veil into in on my max. I'm so dumb. This could have been so much easier than it was. Okay, Fish takes another kill. 4-2-1. I honestly prefer Yveltal take his kill to get up on the board, but here's what it is. Oblivion Wing and Vicious Rend. Game over. GG. Wakes up takes the kill! Yes! Cool! So it was 5 kills to Yveltal, 2 kills to the Fish and 1 to Sabrina? Yeah. 5 kills to Yveltal, 2 kills to Fish, 1 to Sabrina. I'll do that more. 5 kills, Yveltal, 2 kills, Dracovish, 1 kill, Serena. Week 1 went well. I'm very mad at myself that I let myself fall asleep when I had Sweet Veil. Here's what it is. Also mad that Yveltal didn't get more kills. Kind of wanted. I was joking that I wanted 8. I wanted 6. That's what I wanted. But is what it is. Who cares? 5-3-1. Oh no, 5-2-1's not bad. Alrighty. See you next week.